Outbreak by Johan Pites is a survival shooter for Pico 8. Let's give it a look. Yes, welcome to Pico Playtime, the video series where I play through some cool Pico 8 games to show to you lovely people. It's Low Res Jam, it's that time of the year again. Low Res Jam is a jam where you have to make a game using 64 by 64 resolution, which is very small. Johan Pites is the master of Low Res Jam as far as I'm concerned, certainly on Pico 8. This is his entry for this year. We've previously covered two of Johan's Low Res Jam entries. Last year it was Ascent. The year before that was Golf Sunday. Both excellent games. Here's another one. So, this is Outbreak. It is a survival shooter, kind of like Vampire Survivors. You probably see scrolling across the bottom there that it's inspired by Vampire Survivors, the game that everyone is still playing in 2023. Very fun. We have got some music, some very nice music. We're on the title screen, so I'm going to be talking about all sorts of things before we get into the game. Yes, the music and sound effects by Vav Music Magic. Vav worked previously with Johan on Ascent. I really should check these things before I start doing the video. Yeah, the team's back together again, and oh, the music! So good, so atmospheric. It reminds me so much of the Doom soundtrack. That pulsing, MIDI sort of sounding. Yeah, nice music. Anyway, let's get into the game. Well, let's not get into the game. Let's look at the menus, because this is the title screen. I have to talk about boring things. I'm going to go on the upgrades menu first, because the upgrades menu is quite special. Much like Vampire Survivors, you have got kind of ongoing upgrades that you can purchase with chits, which are the little blue things that we'll pick up when we get into the game. And as you progress through the game and you have more and more runs, you get to unlock more of these. I had a particular successful run and I managed to buy a whole bunch of upgrades, so I'm excited to try them out. This gives the game lots and lots of replay value, as I'm sure you can appreciate. So that's a nice thing to get started with. Let's start the game. So we have got three kind of weapons to pick from. We've got the shurikens. These fire at the nearest enemy, kind of like the wand in Vampire Survivors. And this is kind of the easiest mode because this is a really good weapon, so we don't get as many chits. You can see there my best time is 10 minutes. If you survive 10 minutes, you get the opportunity to get to the chopper. I didn't manage to do that. I don't know if you meant to. I don't know. I got overwhelmed. So that's my best time on here. Pistol is kind of medium difficulty or pro difficulty. Double chits, so more money for upgrades and whatnot. That fires in the direction you're facing. A little bit more fiddly. And then finally you've got elite level with 3 times the number of chits, and you have a katana. Very cool, but slightly impractical. That hits enemies in front of you, and you have to be very close to them, which is dangerous. I've only managed 1 minute 44 in that. So, you know, that's hard. Anyway, I'll show you the shuriken first. Hopefully I've had to show you plenty of the game here, rookie style. Let's get into it then. Yeah, these menus are beautiful, by the way. So much attention to detail, so much polish. This game was made in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It was made in 2 weeks because it's a jam. So good. So polished. Look. The menu just slides across. You know, that needs code in that. The little selection thing on the menu is like a circle. That needs everything that you're looking at. It all needs setting up. You need to spend a bit of time on each little thing. That's attention to detail, that. It's not just some slapped together soccer band game. Johan's games are always like this, though, aren't they? They're always so good. Let's get into it then. I've been talking long enough. Okay. We've even got a little bit of a story, look. The chopper will arrive in 10 minutes. Good luck. You're going to need it because it's hard. So yeah, the game's on a 10-minute countdown. And it's Survivor's gameplay, everyone. Enemies relentlessly attack you. Or walk towards you and try and attack you. You collect the little upgrade things, gems or whatever they are, and you can upgrade. The upgrades is where things get interesting. So you've got 3 to choose from. I'm not sure how many upgrades there are altogether. Quite a few. Definitely there's you can have different kind of styles of playthrough. The initial weapon that you pick as well kind of shapes that. So what have we got here? Shuriken makes your shuriken better. Velocity module, bullets move faster. Stamina shot, attacks last longer. More damage is always more damage, so let's do more damage. That gives me a little bit of breathing room as well. If you want to play this game, the link is down below. You can play it over on itch, and that's how I'm playing it. It's not available on Splore yet. You can't download it from itch. Johan says that on his Patreon, he says that whilst the jam is active, it'll just be available on itch. It'll be made more available after the jam. Presumably we might get some upgrades on and tweaks maybe, I don't know. Like a post-jam version. Not really necessary because it's already a pretty fun game. But you know, watch this space. This is the jam version I'm playing, obviously. The skill in this game lies in trying to come up with a efficient build, an effective build. Some upgrades synergize better than others, so you need to plan things out a little bit. Top tip, it's always good to just do more damage. Look, we've got passive effects here, look. Longer attacks, I mean that'll kind of make more damage. Attack more often will make more damage, but more shurikens will make even more damage. It's about doing as much damage as possible. There's lots of enemies. My successful 10-minute run, I killed over 3,000 enemies. So yeah, you need to do lots and lots of damage. Like Vampire Survivors, we have a few pickups that we can sometimes find. There's the magnet upgrade here. You can also get a magnet pickup that pulls in all the little chits that you've missed. So that's nice. There's the bomb one as well, which clears the screen. Not mega effective, that bomb power-up, on account of the small screen, because of the resolution. Because this is low-res jam, don't forget. Graphics-wise then, obviously this is in a low resolution, and that doesn't give you a lot of pixels to play around with. Text is very difficult in low-res jam. Text, even Pico 8's tiny font, does not give you a lot of room for writing, so you have to pick your words very carefully in your low-res jam games, if at all. That aside though, all of the sprite work, again, it's a Johan Pikes game, all the sprite work is of an exceptional standard. It's all beautifully animated. It's just great. There's a turkey leg, or I don't know, some kind of meat on a bone. We can eat that. It's not a vegan game, unfortunately. That'll heal us up. But I was already at full health, so I probably didn't need to do that. Oh well. The further you get in, like Vampire Survivors, the more different enemies are revealed. Again, I'm not sure exactly how many enemies there are altogether. There's several. There could be there's definitely more than 5. Could be more than 10. You get bosses as well. The bosses drop chests with more upgrades in, like Vampire Survivors. Have you played Vampire Survivors? It's like Vampire Survivors. That big zombie with the blue top, that's a boss. So let's see if I can herd these enemies such that I can do some damage to that. Because I want to get some chits so that I can unlock things. There we go. Showered in chits. Yeah, we can see we've got bats now attacking us. There's 2 different sizes of bats as well. See what I mean about the enemy variety? All the enemies are very nicely animated as well. And the sprites are so tiny. It's... yeah. Like I said, Johan is a master of making very small sprites have lots of detail. I mean, if you look at our... let's get into the shuriken upgrade again. If you look at our character, he's what? 10 pixels? And yet you can see arms, legs. You don't really get it on the shuriken, but when you've got the gun power up, or the gun weapon rather, I need to get that chest. When you've got the gun, the little gun is little 2 pixel gun. And yeah, it aims. The guy aims it. It's yeah, the graphics in this are very accomplished. And the nice thing about this is, and this is a good measure actually of any entry in low res jam, if you're playing the game and you forget you're playing such a tiny resolution game, if that's happening, then the game is winning. And yeah, you don't notice the resolution in this after a while because the gameplay is so strong. Performance pill, attack more often. Well, winners don't do drugs, but I'm probably not a winner, certainly not on this game. Body armor, more attacks. No, I want more attacks. More is more. And then Matt Finer will be able to get, here we go, the chest. One thing that this game doesn't do that Vampire Survivors does is that ridiculous disco gacha flashing thing when you open the chest. Just gives you the upgrade. Nice. By the time you get later into the game, I'm not quite there yet, but when you get further into the game, you definitely start to snowball. If you've got a nice build that everything's linking together in a significant way, yeah, you become nigh on unstoppable. Like I say, I'm not quite there yet, however, there's the magnet, by the way. That magnet power-up's helped me along the way. That, I'm not sure what it is. Is it a ghost? For some reason I think it looks a bit like a llama. Anyway, that blue llama, that's another boss as well. Quite hard to kill those ones, because when you hit them you can see it kind of retreats back. But yeah, the llama ghost boss is a bit of a handful. These blue zombies as well. Starting to get tougher now. This is why you have to upgrade all of your attacks. Oh, I'm so low on health. One little minor criticism is the health bar. For some reason, it's I'm not entirely sure what it's showing us all the time. Sometimes it seems like we have full health and yet our health bar doesn't go all the way across. I don't know whether it kind of scales relative to the experience bar on the right. Let's upgrade the shotgun. Yeah, the yellow bar on the right at the bottom, that's the experience bar. Health is on the left. And yeah, sometimes I look at them and thinking, have I really got that little health? I don't know. Might just be me. Other than that though, super duper game. The music. I haven't talked enough about the music. Vav has absolutely knocked it out of the park with the music. How good does that sound? Since Zep added the different filters to the sound editor in Pico 8, the standard of music in Pico 8 has shot up because this sounds so good. Really good. Vav, please make the soundtrack for this game available. It's I want to listen to it. Yeah, there is a certain amount, again, like Vampire Survivors, there's a certain amount of luck in which upgrades that you get. That obviously shapes your playthrough. Sometimes some runs are luckier than others, but even so, it's so satisfying to play. Vav is also responsible for the sound effects. Good sound effects, by the way. Everything's just good in this, isn't it? We've got nice animation, nice sprite work, nice music, very nice music, nice sound effects, nice gameplay. We've even got nice kind of, what do you call it? Like replay value with the upgrade system. You can see as well, occasionally, or definitely the further you get into the game, enemies start to kind of attack in formations, again like Vampire Survivors. Like those ghost things, they were kind of encircling me then, weren't they? So, yeah. Such a fully featured Survivors game, and it's made in 2 weeks. Incredible. I made a game for Low Res Jam this year, and yeah, it's not anywhere near this. It's a soccer band game. That just tells you all you need to know about it. Go and check this out. Go and check the other games out in Low Res Jam as well. It's always a high quality jam. Some jams, you look at the entries and they're a bit rough and ready, a bit bad. That's not the case with Low Res Jam. The standard is very high, I think. You do not have to look far in the jam to find some very fun, imaginative, innovative games, or just really, really fun games like this one. And yeah, so go and check out Low Res Jam. All the links will be in the description as usual. You know what I said about snowballing? That's starting to happen now, isn't it? There we go. You joined me just as I died because I ran into an enemy stupidly. So there you go. I managed 7 minutes 51 seconds, 1,300 kills, 400 chits. So at this point, you died. I died. Back on the title screen with that lovely music, so atmospheric. Now we can visit the upgrade section and we can pick ourselves an upgrade. Let's go with I can nearly afford even more damage. Let's go with cooldowns. That seems sensible. So now you see, next time I play the game, I might get a little bit further. Okay. Tell you what, this won't take long. I'll show you the katana character. Strike in an arc. Hit many enemies. Good advice. You can see my best time is 1 minute 44. This won't take long. So now that I'm playing the katana, the first thing I'm going to do is get a shotgun. So I look forward to seeing what Johan does with this game. Once the jam is over, don't forget he's going to be or making it available in more places than just itch. So don't forget to check it out when he does that. If I remember, I'll come back and add extra links into the description if I remember. I'll try my best. For now, you can only play it on itch. You need to you just play it in the browser. That's what I'm doing. Not on Splore, unfortunately. And yeah, go and check out this game. Leave a comment on the itch page, and also check out the other games in Low Res Jam. There's some very good ones. There's even some soccer band games. So I'm doing remarkably well here for now. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm going to continue swinging my katana wildly, recklessly at the zombies. You need to go and play this game. So go and click on that link down below, and I'll see you again very soon.